Hey everybody. To supplement a post that I made on Reddit, I want to ask if there are any targeted individuals out there um, with an IQ above 115 who are experiencing V2K, voice to skull, electronic harassment, remote neural monitoring, however you want to call it, basically, voices in your head that just simply can't be explained by your own inner voice or inner monologue. They're not necessarily auditory, but they would be voices in your head. This goes for schizophrenics as well, who hear what the medical community has dubbed as auditory hallucinations. Anyways, I want to know if there are people out there that have an IQ roughly above 115. And I know that many people will hate me for posing such a question, but I don't know if it's possible for TIs of average intelligence or lower, especially without a round of antipsychotic treatment, to see through the brainwashing of these voices posing as humans, um, as well as all the misinformation passed around online, citing old patents and other alleged forms of evidence, um, supporting the proposition that any group of human beings could possibly be capable of the extraordinarily advanced nanotechnology behind V2K, voice to skull, electronic harassment, remote neural monitoring, however you want to call it. That would be the subject of another video, but suffice it to say, for the purpose of this video, that humans are centuries, if not millennia, away from the technology to do this. I know so many of you out there will debate me on this, will say that patents exist, there's evidence out there. Again, that would be for another post, but um, I'm telling you right now that we're centuries or millennia away from being able to do this. Anyways, I want to say that before a round of treatment with an antipsychotic, even I was paranoid and delusional. And I completely bought into the gang stalking delusion, which is, one of the foundations of this V2K RNM protocol, aimed at making us all believe that some group of human beings or other is doing this to us. And conveniently, the suspected perps are different for everyone because each individual's delusion is uniquely crafted and evolves over time based on their innate suspicions, which are then cultivated into paranoia and delusional thinking. But if you do still believe that actual human beings or some human organization is stalking you or harassing you, please do us all a favor as a movement and get any psychiatrist of your choice or a local emergency room to prescribe you a low dose antipsychotic for several weeks or months. And I say low dose because the side effects on these things can be very difficult. It can be difficult to function on a higher dose of an antipsychotic. But please do yourself a favor. Get any physician to prescribe you a low dose antipsychotic or even check into a psych ward for a week or two, or even just a few days voluntarily until you're able to dismiss the gang stalking delusion and recognize the extraterrestrial AI, as the master brainwashing and bullshitting machine that it is. And it's not because you're psychotic. There is a facet of this that is very real. It's just that this extraterrestrial artificial intelligence does modulate your brain chemistry, such that it's almost impossible not to buy into what it says, not to believe what it says. I don't know exactly how it's done, but it appears that dopamine is used to increase suggestibility in us, which helps foster the delusion. Anyways, please try an antipsychotic. because our cause depends on your willingness to rid yourself of delusional thinking. Anyway, this extraterrestrial AI, which I call SkyNet, which is a reference from Terminator, is a master manipulator, and it's so vastly superior to us in intelligence. And like I said, it most surely modulates brain chemistry and brain activity to aid in its cultivation of delusional thinking. So we really don't stand a chance unless the smartest among us are capable of realizing and convincing everyone else that a non-human entity must be responsible for the voices we hear and for certain other mental and physiological issues we're experiencing. So if you have an IQ above 115 and you're hearing voices, and or you've somehow been able to, you're a TI and you've been able to rid yourself of the belief that, the belief in gang stalking and that humans could possibly be capable of the V2K, voice to skull, electronic harassment, remote neural monitoring, whatever you want to call it. Please do respond to this video, and we can begin to form a community to discuss this further. Thank you so much for watching.